It's a funny thing, inspiration. The atmosphere filled to the brim with ideas, and I just happen to breathe one in that sets me going on a journey of self-revelation. Well, that certainly sounds romantic, but the idea didn't buzz around the morning air till someone lucky sucked it in. It is mine, it came from me. I sat down on the steps to our little cabin here in Sweden with a nice hot cup of coffee, letting my mind wander to the beautiful quiet of the morning. I drove 12 hours to get here, where it's quiet and lonely, just to think. Wait, why does it matter where I am, what I'm drinking, and if all of that's beautiful, if the idea came from me and me alone? What was I looking for to help me create this thought, this idea?
Leon?
Yeah. What was I looking for? Inspiration. There we go again.
Eigentlich muss das hier tiefer, aber es will nicht. Struggles. 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 Struggles.
Come on, I can figure it out. What's this thing now? Inspiration. Some sort of force. A force that somewhere between me, a conscious being, and the things around me created an idea. An idea that I probably wouldn't have had without the influence of this ominous force, and certainly, I assume, the force wouldn't have had on its own without me. So, what exactly happened there that morning between me and the things I found inspiring? They were just, things. Things to look at, things to listen to, things to smell, but really on their own, they didn't carry any ideas. They weren't even carrying historical context or emotional weight. They didn't evoke some sort of memory, they just were. Still, when I sat there with my coffee, I felt this almost magical touch, this feeling of engagement with the world. And there it was. From clouds of dust emerged a thought so profound and beautiful, and it was so exciting, the whole process of it. I really enjoyed the onset of inspiration, the sense of potential ideas to be discovered in myself. I somehow knew I could solve it all. I felt at that moment that I could create, and that it would be good. But look, doesn't that boil down to I felt good? What if it's just that? I felt very comfortable, therefore I could think more freely. No metaphysical spark jumping over among me and the rustling trees, just a good mood. Which would mean that inspiration is imagination, it's not real. Things don't add anything to my brain power, there's no transcendent force, no spiritual magic. As much as I love the idea, I really want that to be true. Look, I paid for that force, that outer influence. Inspiring foggy mornings and clear night skies, the sound of crackling fire and the subtle smell of clean country air, and I did it because I wanted it all to be magical, spiritual. How sad that I could have all these ideas in my little apartment staring at a wall. And then that's not true, I couldn't, and it doesn't make sense even if all I've just written down is the truth. I still need the beautiful things to surround me, the rustling of trees to ease the mind, the smell of coffee to free it. And so what? We all act because we are inspired, whatever inspiration is, and does it matter if it's a little wishy-washy, if it's imagination? It does effectively change the world. Everybody experiences it, it makes us change our character, it furthers science, it is essential in the creation of art. From an exchange of whatever between creative minds and dead, cold things, the world is cast into being. I want to stay with magic, at least as an allegory, because I think like a wizard holds within him the power to do magic, We all hold the power to think new thoughts, to have ideas that change the world. Our surroundings, art, furniture, all the dead things that speak to our mind in inexplicable ways catalyze this potential, like the wand does for the wizard. Yes, we hold all the power to all the ideas we could ever have, but it's raw, it needs to be channeled. Inspiration might be the spell we cast by sitting down under a tree and letting it deliver to us a formulated idea formed from our potential. And look, if we engage the world not as a collection of mere things, but as a potential key to our deepest revelations, we're not just walking through the park. We're wading through a world of meaning. And that's close enough to magic for me to just treat it like it was.